Well, damn. I mean, speaking of games.
Oh yeah. Speaking of games, huh? Speaking of games.
It's so funny. You already knew what I was already
Oh
doing.
yeah, I know. That's why I mentioned it in the first place, because this is the segue from the start. I already knew.
Bro, it's so crazy, bro. The world is turned upside down right now, man. Well, I feel like it's
always wizard game.
Over a wizard game, bro.
Oh my god.
What are we living in right now, dude?
So for those that don't know, right? For those that are blessed to be blessed in ignorance, right?
Man, what?
Harry Potter, right? It's coming out it came out with a game, Hogwarts Legacy. And everyone wants to play it, obviously, because, you know, people like Harry Potter. Right. Or, according to Twitter, if you want to play the game, it's because you're a raging, racist, transphobic troglodyte. I don't know what.
Oh, dude, and I took it a step forward, right? Because I was playing it while I had Chick-fil-A. So that makes me a transphobe and a homophobe.
This man Griff, after because you streamed it the other day.
Yeah.
And Griff came into my room after he streamed the transphobic wizard game with Chick-fil-A in his hand. It was just unbothered.
It put me over the edge, bro. I was like, dude, like I'm such a degenerate right now. I'm such a bigot.
Yep.
I had my Chick-fil-A in hand and I was playing a wizard game.
You lined the pockets of someone who you don't morally agree with. Dude, so therefore you have to be gone.
It's so wild.
Prepare to be annihilated.
Bro. Like, for people who don't know, man, like I guess there's a lot of uproar over JK Rowling's
statements. She's made some statements, some Twitters.
And I feel like we had this conversation last night, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Where, you know, I took the liberty of doing some research because for the past few years I've heard that JK Rowling was supposedly a transphobe, right? And me, I'm the type of person where it's like, I'm not going to go off of what someone says on the internet.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to see the full severity of it, right? Even if I pull up an article, a reliable source at that, you know, an unbiased source, right? And I try to see and, like, you know, really try to understand what she did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, even if she was like a transphobe, like I still want to know why is she a transphobe?
100%, yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%, yeah.
I feel like that's important. It's like, why is she doing the things that she did? You know what I mean? I think for me personally, I hadn't seen anything that was in blatant transphobia.
Yeah, it was because they were tweets and they were made like years ago, and most people who talk about the situation just say, "Oh well, JK Rowling is a transphobe," and we ask her why or what she said. Not even just to like be trolling them or anything. Just like a genuine question. Yeah, like
Google it.
Google's free.
And when you do Google it, it's like people that say Google it, they go off of biased media, right?
Well, I think it just speaks to it just speaks to who they are as a person. If I can Google how you feel about a certain situation.
No, for sure. I just feel like
it just means you're regurgitating something that you read somewhere.
Exactly. Or sometimes they don't even read it. They just heard it from somebody else, which is so bad. It's so detrimental because now you're just putting out all this false information. Right.
Yeah.
But that's what we live. We live in that kind of like, you know, mode. Like we live in the culture of misinformation. It doesn't 100%. Matter what it is, right?
Which is crazy because we do live in the age of information. So you would think, right,
exactly.
that fact checking would be way easier now.
Nobody wants
than it was 20
though.
years ago. But now there's so much information. We don't know what's real and what's not anymore.
True, but people having so much of it, it's kind of like, well, I'm gonna go off of how this group of people feels, because if I don't believe what this group of people feels, then I'm enabling whatever they're trying to, you know what I mean? They're going against, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because, you know what I mean? It's such a detriment.
It's a sticky situation because people want to boycott the game because of things JK Rowling has said, which like is fair. Like if you don't want to buy the game, you don't want to boycott. Or if you want to boycott the game, like that's fair.
Right.
But like the thing that most people are saying is like, how does it make someone transphobic because they just want to play a game? A game that lets you be trans, has trans people in the game. Like I get it. I understand. Like if you don't want to play it personally, but
Yeah.
that's the thing.
I think they're overlooking that though.
Yeah,
right? It's like how even if you don't overlook that, how is playing a video game really?
Oh no.
God, what can we curse? You motherfucker! Not a
Oh no. I meant to put this phone on silent. Oh,
Nah,
no.
I think that damn, what's the last thing you said?
Something about not understanding why playing a video game makes you transphobic.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I think it's like it doesn't harm. It doesn't harm anybody. It's just that somebody you don't know is playing this video game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like what is the harm in someone else playing something that has nothing to do with transphobia? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the game, like JK Rowling, I'm pretty sure she learned from her mistakes. I'm pretty sure the game developers are like, okay, look, we know JK Rowling is kind of
No, they've literally gone out
on ice, like thin ice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How can we make this game so inclusive that people could focus on the game and enjoy it, opposed to just looking at this game and being like, you know what? JK Rowling did have an opinion one day, and I did think of it as transphobic. So let me try to boycott a video game that does not harm me directly.
Well, the idea that, oh, well, she makes money from the game. She uses that money to fund anti-trans legislation and stuff like that, which is like, okay, I understand that, but like, you have to go after her for that.
Exactly.
Like, you're not, why are you targeting the people who don't agree with what she's doing, doesn't agree with what she says,
right?
And says like, hey, I stand with you guys, but like, it's not, to me, I don't understand how I could have raised $1 million for a cause, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, it doesn't matter because you played the Wizard game on stream, so I'm sorry, we have to destroy you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's like I don't get it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, and I even brought this up to you last night. As far as the anti-trans legislation and stuff, it's like if we look into that and see what the case is, you know what I mean? Because we don't know. Like
that's fair. Because
like,
I mean,
you know what
to
I
me,
mean?
yeah, to me, like because I haven't really like looked into the exact legislation or the exact group of people that she's funding money to. I don't know. I don't know that far.
Right. So and I just think that's my thing. Right. Just me basically looking up at the research that I was looking at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It said that, oh well, she had these opinions about how it feels to be a woman. She was sharing her experiences of how it is to be a woman.
Yeah.
Right. And she was saying that I don't have these trans experiences, so I really can't tell you what it is to be trans. Like I can go to these rallies and I can do all this stuff and I can be there for trans people or whatever they're fighting for. But at the end of the day, I'm still a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's woman. What is it like to be a woman?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody took that and they twisted her words and said that, wow, so trans women aren't women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And whatever ideas y'all have about it, whatever the case may be, I tell you mine right now, right? In the regard of trans women saying that they're women and having that belief and that idea, I support 1,000% in that regard, right?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be an asshole and be like, oh, I could just say I'm a refrigerator. Obviously, I'm not a fucking refrigerator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but if I want to respect somebody by somebody who, if someone's living in their truth, I respect that shit 100%.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I
100%.
mean? Like, you know
Yeah.
how hard it is to try to live in your truth in a place where everybody is saying that like you're not supposed to do shit like that.
Yeah, and even I mean being trans is even harder because I mean obviously like if you're just gay or bi or any of those other, like any other type of sexuality, like that shit's free. Being trans is not like free. Like you have to like even for some people you have to go like through surgery to be considered trans, which is like
For sure.
I understand that point, right? Where it's just like why do I have to spend the money to feel like who I am on the inside as a person? I understand that. And I think most people were like, we're with you on your journey and what you're fighting for, but people are trying to explain like a lot of people are going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, and that's just what it is. It's the wrong way. Like
Y'all are targeting innocent people who are not playing this game to be like, yeah, I'm trying to own the fucking trans. Like, no, they're not. Like, most people are just playing the game because they like Harry Potter and they want to be a wizard. That's it.
If y'all didn't, if nobody ever brought up anything like that, nobody would pay attention. Literally, nobody would respond to any of the trans women or try to do anything. It's like, we're just playing this game. This is a game that we've waited for. An open world.
That's the thing. That's the biggest thing, right? Is that, bro, I'm not even a Harry Potter fan, and I understand why people want to play this game so much. It's simple. It's very simple.
Because let's be real. When we was young, niggas wanted to be wizards. Well, like, now it's an open world game, and you think I'm not gonna fucking, like, if that means I'm a
bro, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Hogwarts Legacy is a game that people have asked for years, like since the movies, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
and you think I'm not finna take this chance, the first chance I get, just because y'all have an issue with somebody who says some things that may or may not be transphobic? Fuck no.
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's the point.
Bro, it's like, fuck off. Like, I've been waiting for this shit maybe my whole fucking life. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm gonna play this fucking game, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to say, like, oh, well, if you play this game, you're a fucking transphobe. I'm not, but I do want to fucking play this game.
Yo, we just hit 400,000 subscribers right here on the Clips channel. So if you want to help us out, click subscribe, get us to 500K. Yeah.